Why do trees whisper? This story starts in the early days of humans on Earth. The trees had been on this earth for millions of years before us humankind were born here. A disruption in paradise had happened, which is a story well told, and there was no longer enough food and shelter provided for humans. So all humans were forced out of paradise and had to toil hard for their food and shelter. One of these men went into the forest to cut wood to build his home, to clear land to grow food and create a store of firewood. He had already learned to create an axe and other tools. The first tree he came to was a pine tree. But as soon as the man lifted his axe, he heard a voice from the tree cry out, "Please don't strike me. Can't you see my sticky tears that are already coming out of my trunk? If you strike me with your axe, it will bring you bad luck." The man looked at the sticky sap weeping from the tree trunk, so he moved on further into the forest. He stopped at a spruce tree and raised his axe, and the spruce tree shouted at him, "Don't cut me down. You will find my wood has little use for you, as my wood is twisted and knotty." After a big frustrating sigh, the man went on through the forest until he came to the alder tree. Once more he raised his axe to strike, but the tree shrieked at him, "Be careful, do not strike me with your axe. When I am cut, blood runs from my heart. It will stain my wood, and your axe will turn red. My blood will seep through your clothes and will never wash out." The man looked up at the sky and yelled, "How am I to get wood to build a shelter, make fire, and clear ground for food? Every tree here cries out and pleads not to be cut down." The man left the forest and talked to the priest of the new community outside of the forest. He asked the priest what could he do. The priest then went into the forest for a while and returned and said to the man, "Return to the forest now, and no tree will talk back to you." The man returned to the forest, lifted his axe, chopped down one tree, then another tree, then another. He kept on chopping until he had built a shelter, had cleared land to farm on, and had fuel for heat to keep him warm. Through doing all of that, not one tree protested. But the trees were not happy. But they dared not complain and be visited by that priest again. Why, I do not know. What power did the priest have over them? But the trees now whisper softly each time humans enter a forest. When you approach trees in the wood or forest anywhere, have you noticed that we can hear them softly whispering to each other? This is the sound of trees gently complaining about their poor treatment the woods and forests have received in the hands of us humans. So how can we be kind to them? Why the trees whisper.